Central Sarasota is somewhat unexplored when it comes to YouTube videos. So today we're actually going to venture into 3 really popular neighborhoods in Central Sarasota so you get to know the area a little bit better. And perhaps one of them you might even see yourself living in. So let's get going. Come on. So let's start off with Southgate, which borders Bee Ridge on the southern side. It's west of Beneva, and it's east of Tamiami Trail. And it actually borders Bahia Vista on the northern side. There's over 2,000 homes here. It's a deed-restricted community. There's about 40 different kinds of deed-restricted communities in this neighborhood. The benefit of being a deed-restricted community is that it ensures a certain look in the neighborhood. It really does help the appreciation of home values. So somebody who's looking for a non-HOA but a deed-restricted community, Southgate is a really interesting proposition. The homes here date back to the 1950s. A lot of them have been updated. They're mostly ranch style, have the lower types of ceilings. And I would say the starting price could be anywhere from $400,000 to $500,000 depending on how many upgrades a particular home will need. There are 2 golf courses in Southgate which are pretty affordable to join in comparison to some of the other options in Sarasota. Of course, you don't have to join if you don't want to. And the golf courses are the Village Green Golf Club and the Palms of Golf Clubs at Forest Lakes, which is more on the northern side of Southgate. Philippi Creek runs right through Southgate. There's a community center here that offers swimming. It's on a really nice property, and you can utilize it if you pay the optional HOA. So there's an optional HOA that you can pay, and with that you get to use the community center for one, which a lot of people like to go to in order to meet their neighbors. And as you can tell, there's a lot of trees around here, and that's because it's a mature neighborhood. It's one of the oldest ones, dating back again to the 1950s. I like kind of this look here. It really does feel very Floridian. So if you're looking for a Florida lifestyle, again, in a non-gated, no HOA community, but yet it's deed restricted, this might be an interesting proposition for you. Because this neighborhood has become so popular, a lot of people have torn down some of the older homes and are building newer homes in the lots. So you'll find some older places and some really new homes kind of right next to each other, depending on the street and the area that you're in Southgate. Now, some people ask me, what are the benefits of being in an HOA community? And there are benefits and there are disadvantages. I personally enjoy the benefits that an HOA community provides me. I actually live in one, but it does come with a cost, right? So there's typically an HOA fee, and depending on which community you bought into, some of the HOAs are a bit stricter than others. If I wanted to paint my house a different color, I have to get approval to do so. And if the community says, no, we don't want you to use that color, it just doesn't look good with all the other homes, then I can't go with that color. So there's a lot of restrictions that are being placed in communities to make a community look a certain way, helps the appreciation. Also with the HOA, a lot of times what you do pay for, it depends on, again, the community that you bought into. The outside maintenance could be completely covered. In other HOAs, it's not. It may be on the homeowner. Of course, if you're in a non-HOA community, taking care of the outside of the home is going to be completely on you. Yeah, you're not paying for an HOA, but you're still going to have to figure out whether you're going to be cutting the lawn or somebody else is going to be cutting the lawn. You're going to have to trim the trees. You're going to have to take care of the roof. So even though you're saving money on HOA fees, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be saving money on the maintenance as a whole. And as a matter of fact, when you are buying into an HOA community, you have fees that you need to pay. A good way to look and determine if these fees are actually fair is to understand what the fees get you and what they cover, which you would otherwise have to pay. Let me know in the comments section which one you prefer, HOA or non-HOA communities. And please like this video. Let's get right back into it. Arlington Park is a bit similar to Southgate in that there's a lot of mature trees around. It's an older community. There are a lot of newer homes that have been developed here over the last few years. You have fixer-uppers, ranch style homes, just a little bit of everything. What I like about Arlington Park is very similar to what I like about Southgate, which is you got lots of trees around, kind of has that old Floridian style to it, but they're also newer builds. So I do feel there's something for a lot of people here. The starting prices are probably going to be in the 400s for a ranch style home that needs a little bit of work. There are newer style homes that can be way into the $1 million. Here's the newer style right to my right. I don't know if you can see it pulling up. Very quaint neighborhood. There's not a lot of traffic here on the side streets. So if you're somebody that has a dog, these are great neighborhoods to walk your dog in. This neighborhood here has a city-owned park, which includes a pool, tennis courts, there's a dog park there, an outside gym. And for the exception of the swimming pool, everything else is pretty much free to utilize. Now, right past Arlington Park is Alta Vista, where the Sarasota High School is. It's actually to my left and to my right. Alta Vista is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Sarasota. It dates back to the 1950s. It's also a non-deed restricted, no HOA community. And from all three communities that we're seeing today, it's the closest to downtown Sarasota. Just like the other neighborhoods, especially Arlington Park, this one is going through kind of a change as well. I'm in a neighboring street. You can see some of the older homes to my right. Some of the newer homes, we're passing one to my left. It has an interesting feel because you know that this community here is going to evolve. Now, what I love about this neighborhood is just how close it is to downtown. It is in such great location. It's really close to the Legacy Trail. Actually, the Legacy Trail is right in front of me. So it runs on the northern tip of Alta Vista. It is essentially in walking distance to downtown at the very least, and biking distance. It's also really close to Payne Park, which is often compared to Central Park in New York City. So Payne Park is Sarasota's Central Park. Lots to do there. Beautiful trail to walk in. You can walk your dog there. Each one of these three I covered will have different price points. For the newer homes, you could be spending way into the millions. But you could probably get a starter home, a single family home that needs a bit of help, ranch style, for $400,000 and up. Unfortunately, the prices have come up quite a bit over the last year, 2 years. Over the last year, it's been over a 30% appreciation. 2 years, you're looking at over 50%. Payne Park is to my left. Right next to me, to my right, is Payne Park Village, which has also become a very interesting proposition to those people who want to be super close to downtown, but don't want to live in kind of the hustle and bustle of downtown, having to deal with traffic. These are townhouses. They're continuing to build here. Some of them haven't even been built yet. And the starting price is at about $600,000 and up. Now, if you're interested in any of these three neighborhoods that we just covered, or any other neighborhood in Sarasota, call me, email me anytime. Now, if you're looking to buy or sell in Sarasota, I would love to team up with you. Contact me anytime as well. Thank you so much for tuning in today, watching until the very end. I always appreciate when you do. Take care.